How's it going, boys, girls, and squirrels, and welcome back to the Rampo show. I'd call it Bungo Stray Dogs, but considering that half the cast has been absent from this season, I'm a little hesitant too. So it's the Rampo show for now, but thankfully, the Rampo show is arguably way better than Bungo Stray Dogs. So I'm happy to be watching it. And I hope you guys are too. So before we get into it, make sure you leave a like on the video if you end up enjoying it, and subscribe if you haven't already. And now, let's get into it.
Is this some kind of doll?
The doll was carrying two dismembered human ears.
Oh, okay, I guess this is a horror anime now. The most unrealistic part of this entire series is that this woman didn't just kill herself on the spot. If a little wind-up doll visited me in the middle of the night and served me up two severed ears on a tray, I would have snapped my own neck.
What's this?
The evidence destroyer and the murderer are the same person? Don't you think that sounds like a bit of a stretch, my detective friend?
Did Rampo just bite the lollipop off of its stick? That means he's eating stick right now, doesn't it? He just chomped it right off. The stick to lollipop ratio in his mouth is 1-to-1 right now. Don't need a stick, Rampo. Come on, what's the matter with you?
No, sir, because then they would have just copied all the pages. And at that point I realized, maybe they had to print it out in a hurry, right before it was supposed to be handed off.
What are you doing printing this thing 5 minutes before the murder at a nearby Staples? Don't treat your murder scheme like it's a book report for an elective class you didn't want to take.
There was a specific reason to hand over all the original pages. And then if that's the case, the last page of the manuscript wouldn't have been thrown out.
How am I supposed to care about this explanation? All I can think about is how Rampo somehow convinced this Staples to let him inside carrying a live raccoon.
Well, what do we have here?
How is Rampo ever surprised when people are pulling guns on him? Considering he's constantly accusing people of committing crimes right to their face. This is the second time this season Rampo has gotten into a car unarmed and completely alone with somebody he knows is a criminal, and then verbally cornered them with no escape plan.
Anything to say for yourself?
I'm all talked out. I bet he has a lot to say, though.
Would you please put that gun away, driver? Don't give the detective any excuses.
An excuse to do what? Die? Definitely shoot him. He just figured you guys out.
I'd like to see you try. I'm an official diplomat in a car with foreign service plates. We have diplomatic immunity from any and all criminal laws in this country, so you can't arrest us.
What? Who is this pussy? I love when tough characters try to use their knowledge of the law to act badass. There's nothing less badass than the law. He's like the school bully who always had a reason you can never stand up to him. Make sure my homework is done by tomorrow, nerd. And don't even try messing with me. My mommy's the principal. If you even lay a finger on me, I'll fucking cry.
Take it up with the embassy.
Still, a murder charge should strip you of your privileges as a diplomat, which don't cover carrying a loaded weapon anyway.
It's not loaded. Check for yourself.
Who is this pussy? My gun isn't real. In fact, I'm not even a grown man. I'm just a tiny little baby boy waiting for his snacky. You pigs have nothing on me.
You're free to go.
No, wait!
So long, Rampo. Please give my regards to your coworker in prison for me.
You see, this is the problem with Rampo just theory crafting all of these cases. He never has any actual hard evidence. All of his explanations are so abstract that as long as the criminal doesn't outright confess, they can't be charged with anything.
My coworkers think I'm invincible.
Impossible. A special ability.
Oh, whoa, is this Poe's ability? Can he suck people into any form of text? I thought it had to be a book.
Reality looks like this.
I see now. This is all the doing of one of the guild's gifted. We're inside Poe's novel.
Oh, let's go. Big deduction.
Do you really think you've caught me with such a measly trap? As I said before, what you need is evidence.
Buddy, if you think the police need evidence to arrest you in this world, you clearly haven't been paying attention.
I imagine you're right, but you still won't leave here. Because once you finish hearing what I have to say to you, you'll turn yourself in.
Once you finish hearing what I have to say to you, you'll turn yourself in. All right? What is it you have to say? Please turn yourself in.
How would you like to die?
I'd have to say stabbing. Poisoning would require the reader to have a knowledge of chemistry, and it wouldn't be fair to assume so much.
How How dare this show be like any good mystery leaves just enough clues for the reader to follow along? How dare that advice come from this show? Have a little self-awareness.
To avoid that, I need a real-life murderer who has actual motives and intent behind them. I would like for you to be my murderer.
This is such a wildly uncool thing to ask somebody. Hey, do you mind killing me and then being on the run from the law for the rest of your life? Like, what? Get out of here. Kill yourself, coward.
Stop it now.
There was a source of water at the scene of the crime used to smudge. And the reason the attacker frantically tried to replace the original with a copy.
Oh wait, this might be sick actually. If this is going where I think it's going, it might actually be really cool. Did one of his tears smudge the ink, and so he replaced it so people wouldn't know he was really emotional when killing his friend?
Yoshitaro, for taking this on. You are truly my only friend.
If this guy's little speech teaches you anything, it should be that you aren't strangling hard enough.
If the victim was an accomplice to the crime, the act of solving the crime is pointless. It isn't even a mystery, let alone the ultimate mystery novel.
Nice, that's cool. This is the closest thing to a fair mystery this show has ever done. Even if the show does keep using the same, 3 twists over and over again. They love doing, the guy investigating the murder is the actual murderer, or the victim is the actual murderer. They love those twists. I'm pretty sure this is the second time this season, actually, that the victim has been the murderer. But this was a fair enough mystery. I almost pieced it together just before the reveal. So that points to them. That's fun.
I want you to go help them.
But why are you asking me to do this?
That undercover agent is also in charge of hiring at the division.
Imagine getting a job offer immediately after being arrested for murder. That's a win. That's a win in my book. This guy's not having such a bad day after all.
Is it an accident?
No, actually, it's a murder.
Who's the victim?
You are.
Yo, that was hype! That was so cool! Who's the victim? You are? Cinema. That was sweet. That was so rad.
Now then, it's time for a quiz!
Okay. All right, let's see where this goes.
Question 1. Who might I be? What's that? I think I heard you say my name's Nikolai. That's right!
Oh, yeah, we're acing this quiz.
Detective Agency is about to get a huge job offer. Don't accept it. If you do, it'll be the end of the agency. Don't you dare accept.
Dude, this episode ended so strong. Whoa. Whoa, that was sweet. Okay, I like this crazy new guy. Wild power, super cool power. Brief episode transition. If you like what you're seeing here and you want to get more content not found anywhere else, make sure you consider subscribing to my Patreon, where you get access to exclusive reaction videos each month. Right now, I'm reacting to Blue Lock, and I've already finished reacting to the whole first season of Food Wars. You also get access to my exclusive Discord server, and access to all the recordings of the live streams I've done in the past, and will do in the future. Furthermore, you will just be helping out the page a ton. But I get it. Patreon's maybe not your thing. You still want bonus content though. Totally fine. I've also got a podcast called Otaku's Anonymous, where me and NC Hammer 23 talk about anime, what's going on in our lives, bunch of stuff. It's a really fun time. The link to that will also be in the description below. So make sure you check out those links if you want to help support me. It helps out a ton. Also make sure to like, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Let's get on to the next episode.
The Armed Detective Agency's considerable contributions during the White Whale incident, as they work to protect the safety of the city and the citizens of Yokohama.
Oh my god, it's taken a whole season and a month for the detective agency to get awarded for this? You guys are 3 whole terrorist attacks behind. Keep up.
As you can see, he had the skin of his upper body torn off and was forced to wear it inside out.
The killer's got interesting taste, doesn't he?
Wildly underwhelming reaction to one of the most grisly murders ever performed, but go off, Queen.
Killed by a powerful corrosive being poured on his head. The Ministry of Defense's External Defense Department Chief Secretary was injected with high-density air using an air compressor.
Can I show these? Do I need to slap a content warning on this video? What the hell? This is the most gruesome shit I've ever seen. What did Junji Ito write this season?
Wilts and rots. The body becomes dirty and odorous. Sweat pours out of the armpits.
Are we sure we aren't just describing what happens to a teenage boy when he talks to his crush?
Please be careful.
Hello there.
You Ewan McGregor?
We're going through all our files of dangerous gifted suspects, but nothing yet.
Who were you on the phone with just now?
Oh, that was...
None of your business, that's who it was. Even if this guy wasn't maybe working with the murderer, what an unbelievably suspicious question. What if you ever walked up to a stranger and asked who they were talking to on the phone?
I can use my tiger's sense of smell. I don't detect any scent of coffee on him.
I wish Atsushi had to turn his nose into a tiger's nose and, like, sniff all up and down him to make this work.
You mean you can tell that I won?
Yes. By your sweat, temperature, the sound of your muscles, I can see a whole lot more than I used to now that I've lost my sight.
Fucking what? The sound of his muscles? I think even Daredevil would call bullshit on that one. How did you even feel his temperature? What, did you taste it change?
Gentlemen, the hunting dogs have arrested one of the members of the agency.
Ah, it's about time.
You know what? It is about time. That's kind of what I've been saying this entire series.
Oh? When is that?
Why, right now, sir.
Oh?
God, this guy is so cool. Who knew all it took were portals and a gun to make a character badass? If only there were a video game that could somehow combine these two concepts and... foolish thoughts.
I restrain government bigwigs with fun machines. It's the Chainsaw Human Disassembly Show. As soon as it's time, he'll be cut in two.
Dude, Quiz Boy is like the most hype villain this show has ever introduced. What author is this guy based on? His books must be wild.
You're even more nimble than you're rumored to be, Tiger Boy. My name is Nikolai Gogol.
Nikolai Gogol. Okay, I tried doing some research on Nikolai Gogol, but after stumbling upon no less than 3 high school book reports, I decided it was time to stop. Apparently he's most famous for a short story titled The Nose, in which a man wakes up one morning and finds that his nose has disappeared, and then later finds his nose posing as a Russian civil servant. So what do you want me to do with that information? I, can't figure out the parallel that this character has to the real-life author. Based on this character, I would have assumed that Nikolai Gogol was, the Russian godfather of torture porn, but as far as I can surmise, he was just, kind of a creepy dude. None of the research was fun. I was gonna have a whole segment, and I guess technically this is it, but it just... was underwhelming. Maybe let me know if Nikolai Gogol is actually a really cool guy, and I've got to just dig a little deeper for it. Seemingly not as cool as this one.
His special ability is strong. Very strong.
Well, it's just about that time for me to go ahead and restrain you.
Oh god, he's got Atsushi's leg!
Burglary, eavesdropping, abduction. He could do anything. He's the one who killed the government officials.
Oh god, he's making Atsushi like it!
First, because it's fun. It's so damn fun and it gets me so excited! Sounds like a plausible answer if you ask me. Does that sound?
Oh my god, Atsushi, kick him! Jesus Christ, do anything! Oh my god, this season is so hardcore!
That empty page that was stolen by the decay of angels. It has the same special power as the entire book itself.
This stupid imagery had better just be a cool shot that they liked and not actually foreshadowing anything. This is baby's first foreshadow. Please don't do this. It's not clever. It's so in your face.
Abandon the mission and run. Their intentions are to use the agency as the ultimate catalyst for doom.
God, I get it. This is the edgy season. If Rampo actually gets stabbed in the back, either literally or metaphorically, I'm gonna be furious. And not in the oh no, how could they do that to Rampo kind of way. I'm gonna be furious because of how dumb this foreshadowing is.
You'll have trouble getting to sleep at night. Now, I'm going to give you your leg back.
My leg's stuck in the ground. I can't get it out.
Look, just be thankful he gave you your leg back. I was genuinely worried he was gonna cut it off.
It's almost time to say bye-bye to your lower half, sir. Wow. In solemn recognition of your strong sense of justice, I'll set you free.
Damn, this guy used growl and it was super effective. Wow. Wow. Full-on horror anime now. I was joking in the beginning of this video, but this show has literally switched genres.
What the hell is this? It's the hostage room. Impossible. We haven't opened the door yet.
Oh, they got teleported in? I thought these were like copies of them. Wow, 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 whoa, that's so sick. So when these guys took off their hoods, they all became the guys in the robes. That's so crazy. That's so cool.
Hear it! Listen to my brazen scream of free will. Help me!
Wow, 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 wow. Holy shit! Wow. What a crazy twist. Wow. Oh my god. In 2 episodes, I guess technically 3, in 3 episodes, this show has done an actually, like, fair and decent mystery, and then, like, a genuinely crazy twist. Wow. That's so hardcore. Oh my god, I love that Nikolai died also in framing the detective agency. Holy shit, that's so crazy. Dude, this season goes so hard. Wow, I love, like, conceptually, I love the ability to, like, I don't know how it happened, but I love the ability of, like, when these guys took off their masks, they became the detective agency. That was sweet. Nikolai's portals were sick. This finale is crazy. Like, this is a better way to frame the detective agency. The grenade necklace was stupid. This is so good. Man, oh man, that's crazy. Wow, the highs and lows of Bungo Stray Dogs. What an adventure we're on. Anyway, let me know what you guys thought of this episode in the comments below. Did you have positive thoughts? I would hope so. Let me know what your favorite jokes of the video were. As always, helps me and Tom make TikToks and such. Comment those below. And I will eagerly see you next time.